Hello, welcome to the InteRational and welcome to a short program to unlocking the full potential of brain by neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is a universal superpower and our brain has the capacity to change and adapt throughout life. Basically, it is like this built-in feature that comes with a human being. It is accessible to anyone and everyone. No matter you are man, woman, young or old, anyone has the potential to tap into this neuroplasticity. That is the brain's way of staying flexible and learning new things, which is super useful for our mental and physical well-being and personal development. So when we talk about feeling good spirituality and growing as a person, basically our brain is flexible that can reshape itself by making new connections. When we are trying to become better versions of ourselves, this brain flexibility becomes a big deal. While science can explain how our brains change, the whole spiritual well-being deal is a bit more personal. It is about your experiences and feelings that might not fit neatly into a scientific explanation. So the sweet spot is combining these activities, practices, those things that make you feel more connected or at peace with the brain science part. That way you get this well-rounded approach to growing and getting better as a person. So this is the third part of this course. If you are newcomer, you should watch the first part for foundational and basic understanding. Link is given in description below and subscribe this channel to join this course. In previous video, we have discussed how neuroplasticity can rewire a human brain and enhance cognitive abilities. In this video, we will discuss the secrets and inner workings of the brain's cells and neurons and how we create new neurons with the power of neuroplasticity. There are two types of cells in our brain. We know a lot about single cells called neurons. Apart from neurons, there is another type of cell called gliding cells. The function of neurons is to transmit data from one place to another. I am showing you pictures of both here. You can see the glials do more work. They provide insulation. They remove dead cells. Neurons are the brain's messenger and responsible for the fast data transmission. If the glial cells are destroyed, our brain cannot function. Our brain's function would be severely compromised. So maintenance is mostly done by glial cells. They play a vital role in maintenance. A typical neuron is also here. It has a nucleus along with the branches you see. There are dendrites of neuron. Also there is a stem which is a transmission channel called the axon. And then you can see the prongs of axon. And this signal travels through the nucleus to the branches of axon. The direction of signal is also shown here with an arrow pointing up. If signal is slow, then our working speed will also be slow. A special coating is also applied to the outside of axon to allow signals to flow faster. You can see the chemical exchange take place where neurons have junctions and its shape is very different and unique. Now where else except in our brain do cells that are similar to neurons are produced? It is like our brain has this exclusive club of cells that are unique to it, and dendrites receive messages from other neurons and travel along the axon. The connection between the dendrite and axon is called synapses. Synapses is one of the most important things which we will improve and make strong with the power of neuroplasticity. So this is the entire pathway and we have to make this pathway flexible. We need to ensure it's adaptable. Neuroplasticity refers to the way we connect these dendrites and neurons together, also known as neuroplasticity. And neurogenesis is another term that people get confused by when it means how we can grow and generate new neurons. Generating new neurons means neurogenesis. If something is being produced by neurogenesis, it simply means that neurons are being produced. While something is increasing neuroplasticity, it means that they are making more and more connections between neurons. It is like our brain is getting super connected, and both things are very important to our brain. Whenever we read something new, bring any new information into the brain, learning takes place. It means that two neurons that were far away have made a connection. It is like two neurons that were initially distant from each other suddenly hitting it off and making a connection. And this is the sign of path completion. It means that your learning is done, new connection created. But with the passage of time, this connection becomes weak, and with that you forget that things. The next time you read the item again, the connection is made again, and that is stronger than before. Then if this thing goes out of your sight for a long time, again those synapses, those connections will be lost. So through repetition, there will come a time that this connection will become ripe. Now you must have realized that neuroplasticity is related to learning, and there are many other things that accelerate neuroplasticity and also cook with it. So this is all about the roles of neurons and glial cells in our brain, kind of like upgrading the city infrastructure, highlighting the essential functions of glial cells in maintenance. It also explores neuroplasticity and neurogenesis as crucial process for learning, memory, and brain adaptability. In the next video, we will discuss such activities and practices that can support the growth of new neurons creation and overall brain health. So to make an attachment with us, subscribe this channel and let's grow together. Goodbye.